Hello and welcome to Star Child Links. This reading, like the title says, is about putting on your big boy or big girl pants on or shoes on or whatever. I don't know what the actual phrase goes. But anyway, I channel drawings as usual. This is drawing 1. This is drawing 2, a 3, and finally 4. Right. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a mix of, never mind, it's not important. So those of you who have chosen group number 1, let's see what is in store for you today. Okay, so this one is an interesting drawing. I started with the horns first, and the horns to me represent like antennas, kind of connected to your power of will, and tools that kind of forge your path, forge your way in the universe. And then I drew the head, if you can believe it. Horns first, head later, and this star-like thing in the center, and then this star-like thing at the top. And I felt like that should have a connection with the horns. And then this diamond shape appeared behind it, which extended to this thingy, and then this thingy. And it just made me feel that people who would choose this, they would have really strong power of will, a kind of stubbornness that really makes them push their boundaries, that really makes the universe sort of bend to their will, and great for pushing obstacles out, great for connecting them to their dreams and hopes, great for changing their vibe and making them more suited to be the person that achieves these hopes and dreams. It's one thing to dream of something, and it's quite another to actually manifest it, because there's so many hiccups in between. And then this thing, I'm not entirely sure what this symbolizes, but I feel like this will alone is kind of like mounting you at the top. But let me see what the staff. This is beautiful. So the staff is the symbol of power and authority. God, you guys are really mounted on some sort of pedestal or something like that. I don't know, it just gives you a lot of authority, a lot of power, a lot of say, a lot of sway in the world. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tarot to do like a live reading thingy. Let's see. So this is you. You're the Fool. Okay, great. So it means that whatever authority that you're taking up, whatever responsibility that you're taking up, whatever calling that you're answering, it's something very new. It's something full of risks. It's something that kind of makes you feel a little afraid, a little excited, a little nervous, and it is beautiful. You have this nagging feeling in your chest about it, but you can't help but move forward. You don't care what you have to do, you just know that you need to do it. And that is amazing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, so I see a staff over here, just like the staff over here. I see a staff and I see horns, see, another thing. And then I see this knapsack. And then I see this annoying little dog. So let us throw some more light into what's happening right now. So the staff is represented by the Six of Cups, but upside down. And the horns is represented by swords. Nice. The knapsack is represented by Queen of Pentacles. Very, very, very nice. And the biting dog. Okay. And then finally, let me shuffle once more and put an outcome card, but let's keep it closed. Yeah. Okay. So, horns, right? Horns are symbolized by the Ace of Swords in your case. So that means that your clarity in thought, your stubbornness, like it's not stubbornness exactly, it's not will exactly, it has all combined together to form this really clear picture in your head about what you want in life. Well, since the Fool is there, I think the details surrounding it is a little vague, but you know that there is a certain height that you want to get to. There's a certain hope, a wish that you want to see manifest, and you will not stop until you actually see it manifest, which is pretty cool. And then we have the symbol of Sagittarius and Libra upside down. So it means that no matter what comes, no matter how chaotic things seem in your life, you have the single-minded focus that, you know what, I want this, and I know no matter what comes my way, I will get this, because my will for wanting this hope and dream is become really strong. Probably over the years, probably just because you're that kind of person. Yeah, so that's one thing. And then we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia, but upside down. So let me figure out what this is about. And while I'm at it, let me pull another one for this too. Yep. Okay. So, Six of Cups coupled with Six of Swords. Okay, the Six of Swords is all about, transitioning from a troublesome time to somewhat smoother waters. And right now it looks like I feel like some of you are not able to really view your past favorably, and that is sort of because I think most of you are out of that sort of scenario, but it's still kind of in your head. Okay, so let me give you an example to sort of, give you an idea. Imagine that maybe you have a friend or something. Imagine that maybe you were a certain way when you were young. Okay, let's say you were really authoritative. Okay, because I'm going to take authoritative because the staff is all over the place and it's all about power and things like that. You used to be a kind of bossy person. Maybe you would rope people along in your imaginary games when you were a child, or maybe you just have a lot of enthusiasm and you'd be like, come on, let's do this or let's do that, and people will listen to you. But somewhere along the way, I think friendships kind of went sour in your memory, and that program of that memory is still there with you. And I think you just need to let that go and kind of realize that that's in the past. That doesn't necessarily have to happen again. And even if it does, you are not the person you once were, and I think you can handle this things like that better now. In fact, I think you can recognize who the people are that are worthy of your friendship and stuff like that. So basically what I'm getting at is there is a memory from your past that you have taken into yourself, into your being as a program, and you basically need to break that belief that the past is going to repeat or something. And go further back into your past, before things were distorted and spoiled in your head, and think to when you were more purer and you were more you. And so that could really be your power. Okay. And let's see, knapsack. In your knapsack, you have the Queen of Pentacles. That means what you're carrying with you to support you on this journey is some very stable and practical options, support. Maybe there's a person in your life that is providing for you in a very, very awesome way. And maybe this person is very nurturing also. Or maybe it can just be that you are that person for yourself. And you have great ambitions for yourself, and you know how to take it one step at a time. And look again, the staff is like there everywhere over here. What do you know, it's there here too. So this represents the dog, and the dog is Pentacles upside down with the Hermit. So I think that you've left your home behind, or your sense of abundance. Maybe it was a job that you left, maybe it was your family home or something that you left behind with all of the wealth and comfort or something. Or maybe back when you had a job, you could afford a really nice place, or a kind of social life or something, whatever, a sense of family, belonging, home, that sort of thing. You've left that behind in search of, it's basically soul searching. And I think that's great then, You want to do something on your own. And I see that over here. You want to strike out on your own. You want to do something with your own power. You want to find something within yourself that's true to you. I think that's really beautiful. That's awesome. And so let's see. So you're the Fool. You are on a journey. You're taking a risk. You have no map for this, but you have a will to go someplace. You have a dream, a big dream, and it comes with a lot of responsibilities, and you're not afraid of that. You just basically need to think back on the good times in your past, and maybe, something will come up for you. And then finally, at the end, you have Seven of Pentacles. And you know what Seven of Pentacles means? It means a new job. So I was right about this. It's all about, search for something better, like a new job or something. So the only hiccup I see over here is basically the staff thing. So let me ask my grandma cards what they want to say about this. Okay, so yeah, so you're the Fool, and you're going to get a job, or you're going to employ yourself, because this is all about yourself. It's all about striking out on your own. I mean, you did quit whatever comfort you had back there in your past. You did quit all of that to come here. So okay, Grandma has spoken, and she says, time is ripe now, dig deep. Okay, so you really need to dig deep into your memory timeline. Try reconnecting to your past in some way. I feel like if you just set the intention out, because you have such powerful force of will, I think if you just set the intention out into the universe that you want to figure out what that key element is in your past that can be used now as a source of your authority, the staff, the one that helps you command other people, I think you really need to dig deep, and you will find out. Let me see if these cards will give you a clue. Devil. Well, so basically this is no clue at all. All it's saying is if it's difficult for you to actually go back into your past and understand this, if it feels like if it feels like you're digging deep into your shadows, then you're on the right track. So this is something you need to do on your own, and I think you can do it. And don't go looking for other tarot reads to find out more about this. I think you have to do this on your own. I think you really need to do this on your own. It'll help you build your character, and it'll help you really, own that stuff, because you've done the inner work to get it. Okay, so yeah, dig deep into your past. If you've written stuff in your journal or diary or whatever, that is great. Look into them. Okay, so that is it for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day. And next we have group number 2. So group number 2 is so when I drew this, I was thinking of depth. I first drew this square, and then I went deep inside it, and then I spiraled out from there. And I feel like this has to do with a hermit kind of journey, where you set your foundations and then you dig deep within, and then you kind of flourish from inside out. So I think that's pretty awesome. But let us see what this says. Many parts. Upside down too. Okay, so I feel like whatever journey you're on right now, you know that you can't really take a page out of someone else's, life story and figure out how you need to do yours. You are going through something that's pretty unique, and you know that you have to, there's more than one way to do this, and you don't know which one to choose. You don't know which one really makes sense. And I think that's why this whole going within and spiraling from there without is coming up, because you want that one way that makes complete sense to you. Okay, so let me see. Ooh la la. Wow, this is just... it came out in the most awkward way, and I feel that is true for you too. So we have the moon card. This is all about self-exploration, like digging deep into your psyche, into your fears, your subconscious, your dreams. Yeah. There's the moon, there's the dogs, there's the lobster guy over here. So let's pick out cards for all of these things, for all of these symbols. Okay. Now suddenly I'm thinking maybe doing it the usual way is not how I should go, but let me just keep opening and see if cards pop out. And they did. Okay, so all it's saying is, so you have this very vivid, emotional inner journey. Okay, something with a lot of ups and downs, with a lot of revelations and a lot of surprises and sucker punches and stuff like that. So all it's saying is, first of all, have hope. And whenever I see this particular card from this deck, I think of, giving yourself a lot of compassion, because the road is long, and or you've probably already been on this road, on this journey for quite some time. The moon over here, it always signifies some sort of inner chaos. There's two conflicting sides, hidden sides, things that you didn't know existed within you. But anyway, you're dealing with all of that now, and you've probably been on this road for quite some time, and this card is kind of telling you to be very compassionate to yourself. Be very, 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 very compassionate to yourself, because you have to understand, and I'm sure you know, that your journey has been long and hard, and you need to do whatever you can do to, pep yourself up. You need to be on your side. You need to be your friend. And the Hanged Man, it came up upside down too. So let me just pull out another card for that, just in case. Okay. So ideally what you need to do is just let things happen. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to with this in mind, I'm sort of seeing that you want to keep things looking happy. I think you're kind of struggling to just say that, everything is fine. I can catch all of the falling pieces, nothing has to break. But I think you should just let it go, let it all happen. Don't try too hard, just let it be. Let it be. Do a headstand. I think, all this upside down yoga really helps understanding the energy of hangman, to let loose and let it be, So, I've put that aside. So just remember to take it easy. Don't try to, control the chaos. Don't try to catch all of the falling pieces. Just let them fall where they fall. And trust me, it's going to be okay. Because you have the star card, and the star card is a promise of better things to come. It's a promise that everything is going to be all right. Okay, so let me see. I think I will take out one card to symbolize this lobster thingy. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. Generosity. And let's see, the dogs. Jack of Cups. For some reason, jealousy is coming to mind right now. That is interesting with this one over here. And let's see, what does the moon say? Have hope. Right. Okay, so there's a lot of jealousy within you. And I think the call here is to just be generous. And have hope that everything will turn out for the best. Just be generous. I think this doesn't have to do with the other person necessarily, but I think with yourself. And with the other person, to the extent, just be generous in thought. Just be like, okay, maybe he or she is not such a blah 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 beep beep beep. Maybe they're just human like me, that sort of thing. So let us see. Oh, I think I should ask my grandma cards. Okay, what does grandma say? Breathe. Okay, well, there's not much I can say if this is the answer that she gives. So I think that this is just a very trying time, and there are things there are feelings of inadequacy coming up through you, and I feel that you just need to confront it and realize that you're just jealous because maybe there is something within yourself that you find kind of lacking. And Jack of Cups is a person on a mission. They don't have the what to say. I see all of the pink over here, and I feel like you're very devoted to what you want to do. Maybe you see other people doing it better, and this could be about a person. Maybe it's a love related thing. Maybe there's someone out there that you think is doing the same thing better than you are, or maybe, like I said, love related thing. Your ex is getting back with someone else. But let me see. And I think if you just look at this image, she is being very careful with the cup in her hand. And I think you need to be like that with yourself, because jealousy is just something that covers something more vulnerable within. And I think you need to approach that vulnerability within yourself with a lot of love, with a lot of care, and know that everything will turn out okay. Just chill. And also, don't be generous until you really feel it. And yeah. So enough about that. So you're going through a very trying time, and it's kind of very, challenging. But let's see what's at the end of the tunnel. What is the star talking about? What's so hopeful about the end? How will you come out of this? Okay? How will you look like when you come out of this? Oh, there's a sun. And the sun is with the other person. Okay, so for those of you, if this is to do with a relationship, if when I'm talking about this, what's coming up for you is this relationship that's going on, in which you're jealous of the kind of attention that someone else is getting instead of you, then I say that you just need to find your true self. You just need to go within. You just need to accept the ugly feelings that are coming out of you. And once you do, there's something magical about once you accept the true you. Because when you accept the true you, you just tend to attract the people that are best for you. You kind of need to shine in order to attract them, And in order to truly shine in the way that matters, you need to accept you. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And supposing this does not have to do with love in any way, it's maybe just something work related or anything related, I think you will find utter happiness if you just go inward. The sun is the most happiest card in this deck. It is bright, it is, just there. Okay. That is it for you guys. Have a nice day. Thank you for joining me. And next we have, voila, group number 3. So I drew the moon first, and then I drew this, and then after I drew it I thought, it looks like chains, and then I just didn't feel like drawing the rest of it, so I felt like, chains broken. And then this bowl-like thing full of water and weird floaty fire just appeared up there. And I was thinking to myself that it had something to do with dreams being unchained, the something within yourself that's kind of burning away the chains, something full of water so that you're well nourished, but something with fire too, and both of them existing kind of beautifully together. So anyway, ooh la la, you are the hunter, huh? But I guess you haven't really stepped into this role. So the hunter is all about being this oh so powerful person, and you know what to do to get your prey. You know where to hunt, you know how to track it down, you know how to wait for it, and you know when to strike. So very intelligent, very grounded, and very focused on what you want to achieve in the world, which is great. Okay, so let us figure out where you stand as of now. As of now, 9 of Swords. A lot of worries, but since it was upside down, let me pick up a clarifier. 3 of Wands. I think it isn't so much as worry as, maybe realizing that you are about to step into a whole new world. This is completely different from what you've been used to. Probably you weren't the hunter before. Maybe you had a sort of gatherer mindset. Maybe you just went along life doing what you had to, doing what you're told. You didn't go out actively hunting for your dreams, okay? But now you see that it can be a reality, and it opens up the world for you, and you can almost touch it. You can almost, just 2 steps and you're almost there. But then I wouldn't say fear exactly. It's just when you take time to kind of absorb the fact that your life is going to change completely after taking these few steps. I think that is what it's about. So, you're here in this sort of anxiety-filled pause, okay, at the brink of a whole new world of exploration. So what is it going to take to push you into exploration with the right mindset? And I think for that I'm going to explore the symbols in here because I don't know what they are exactly. So 1 for the moon, Jack of Cups, interesting. 1 for the moon, 1 for the flames, okay, 1 for the beautiful bowl, and 1 for the water inside. Okay. The moon represents everything you're dreaming of, everything that you think is awesome and is kind of fragile, okay? You have this thing that you want to manifest in the world, in your life, and probably you're very shy about it. Probably it resides in a place that's very fragile within you. And you don't want to ruin this. You really don't want to do anything to screw it up. So and it's kind of uphill for you, and it's this feeling of walking really carefully, one step at a time, so that nothing spills over, that sort of thing. So yeah, you are being really careful right now. You don't want to screw this up. You want to take your time, and you want to go when you're ready. So the fire over here that's broken the chains is Ace of Swords. That means you know how to get there. Maybe you don't have all the details down yet, but you know that's very possible. You know it's within your reach. You know you have no excuse to back out. And then we have the beautiful bowl, which is the Three of Cups. Now the Three of Cups is all about celebration. It's all about enjoying your existence here. So not only are you at this place where you're trying to make something happen, you're also enjoying the here and now, which is great, which is very, very, very healthy. And I congratulate you on doing that, because not everyone knows that you need to enjoy the here and now as much as you need to have a sort of ambition and goal to work towards. So great, kudos to you. And the water is Four of Wands upside down. So let me look into that a little bit. Four of Wands is all to do with stability. I have a feeling that so when I looked at this, I just got the sense that like how the moon creates tides in the ocean, in the waves. I think you need to let your dream create tides within yourself. Okay, right now you feel a little flat. Okay, you're only thinking about, I don't want to screw this up. I want to make sure that I do everything right, and stuff like that. But you're not getting excited about the dream. You're not allowing yourself to really feel, oh my God, it's right here. If I just do this, it'll be amazing. You need to let yourself be swayed by the imagination. You need to let your imagination go wild and free, and take you on a trip as to how it's going to be like when this thing actually manifests. You need to because I feel like water is never happy when it's just staying in one place. It needs to have something interesting happen within it. And I think allowing the light of your dreams to seep within you, allowing because it's touching a really vulnerable place within you, right? So I think if you're just touching vulnerable place within you, it means one of two things, both things actually. Once on the one hand, it can make you feel kind of scared and nervous and kind of really serious, because you could get really hurt and disappointed if it doesn't happen. But on the other side, on the other hand, you might feel this feeling like you've got this secret little chocolate cake that you're going to have all to yourself in just a few minutes. That kind of feeling, like like you're going to go to Disneyland tomorrow morning, stuff like that. Try to connect to that emotion as a child when you used to have that excitement, the secret little excitement. What am I saying? That secret little excitement for something that's going to happen. You need to feel that. Okay, so that's that, and let us see what Grandma has to say. Grandma says, be fair, be kind, yes, both is possible. Radical honesty and focus. Okay, so what I'm going to say is that for some of you, I think since you're really shy about this, since you're really kind of fragile about this dream that you have, you may not be sharing it with other people. And I think you need to do a bit of that, radical honesty. For others of you, maybe for this thing to happen, you need to work with others, and you haven't quite figured out the balance, but with other people, with working in your dream, what am I saying, working in your dream, with working with you to manifest your dream, especially when it has to do with something really precious to you. You can tend to get too you can tend to say some things in the heat of the moment, but be fair, be kind, yes, both is possible. And lastly, just focus on what you want, and focus on it in a better way. Like, don't let it worry you, don't let it get you too serious. Instead, think of it as this exciting thing that makes your life feel exciting. Anyway, so I am done. One more card. So as a hunter, once you take this step and go out there, what's the outcome? How would you look like? Three of Pentacles means that you'll be laying down some very important foundations, probably working with other people too, which is great. It's the beginning of a long and stable journey, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for being here, and have a nice day. And then finally, group 4. So you guys, this image, I first started with these swirlies, and I felt like this was some sort of unfurling energy, and then I started doing this, and then I felt like this was moments of awareness or growing awareness. So a slight kind of opening up, building of awareness. And then I kind of pushed myself to think, what next, because I felt like I wasn't understanding. And then voila, the egg came up, and it seems to have little touches of both of these energies within it. So I think those who have chosen this are on the verge of creating something that's full of awareness and full of, parts of themselves that's been unfurling and revealing over the years. Ooh la la! So we have the serpent here. Serpent is all to do with transformative energies. You are shedding old skin, and wow, I think you are rebirthing yourself maybe. Let us check this out. Okay, so this is what you look like right now. Was that upside down? Okay, let me take another one just in case. Okay, 10 of Cups and 2 of Cups. Okay, so I think what's going on right now is that you are exploring yourself. You are finding some sort of balance and relationship within yourself, and it could be with another person too, because all cups energy plus the egg, it screams of fertility. Some of you may be trying to get pregnant, and some of you may be very creative, so you are trying to get pregnant, in a artsy way. You're trying to create something, and all of that requires a lot of understanding, a lot of relationship work, whether it's just within yourself or with someone else, and you want to bring something out into the world that makes you really, really happy, that fills your life with a lot of meaning. So, since the serpent was upside down, let us see what work you have left to do. Three of Swords. There are disappointments to be faced. Okay, so Queen of Cups, right? Queen of Cups is someone who is very insightful. She knows just what is happening, and over here I'm getting the spy vibes. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that there are things that you don't know about yourself yet, or maybe about the other person yet. And when you do come to know, it's going to be a little disappointing, but you need to get over that and come to a point of acceptance, come to a point of understanding. And that is what is left to do in your relationship. You need to confront something, accept it, and move on. And you need to have the balls. I mean, Queen of Cups is all about not being afraid to look within, because a lot of us, we're just afraid to do that. We cannot bear to see our own failings, our own or face disappointment. So that is what is left to do. To face disappointment head on and accept yourself. Love yourself. This is major, love yourself, care for yourself, understand yourself, really get yourself. Okay? And so let's see. Once you are done with this part, the serpent part of it, which is all to do with transmuting the negative energy into positive energy, transmuting the stuff that you are disappointed by into stuff of understanding and realization and epiphanies. Okay, so once you get past that barrier, what do you have at the end? Jack of Spades. Okay, so at the end of this serpent journey, you come out being really clear in the head, really witty, really sharp. Your mind becomes really agile. You know exactly what to do and say, and I think this points out to you being, if this is concerned with work, then you being a public figure, using your charms, your words, as an asset. And if it has to do with relationships with other people, one person, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, then I think you will finally figure out how to communicate better, how to really say the right things at the right time. And I just want to figure out what, let me put this in. I want to figure out what this egg in here represents for you. What is waiting to be born in your life? Temperance. Okay. I think, so for those of you who are going through a relationship, you're trying to work things out, temperance means finally hitting that sweet spot, hitting the right sort of dynamic, balance, everything. Finally getting it right, just right. So yeah, that is really interesting. That is really beautiful. And I think that the presence of water everywhere is just about that creative flow of energy, being able to, so, if you're a creative person and there's nothing love related in your life, then this could mean for you that you'll understand how to flow with your up days and down days, and how to just flow with your creativity when it comes, and how to take care of yourself when you're creatively on a dry spell. So yes, that is you. Oh, let me... Sly Fox. Okay, never mind. I think that was for me. Love makes a difference. Oh, so the Sly Fox also... Okay, so for those of you in a relationship, don't try to be all... suspicious about your spouse or your partner. Don't try to be all manipulative with this. Just wait and see how things unfold in your life. Okay, just be aware. Just don't lie to yourself, and be loving to yourself and the other person. Okay, because all of us make mistakes, all of us disappoint. It's all okay. And check your confidence. Hold your head... What am I saying? Hold your head up high and face the world, or your partner, whatever. Anyway, that is done. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day. Bye-bye.